It's that time again. Time to fill out the census. The census count will help shape your community's future for the next decade and will help determine how much money from the government your community will receive. That money will go towards improving roads, building hospitals, schools, and community centers, and even providing more public trash cans. The census count will also determine the number of seats in the U.S. House of Representatives. So by being counted, you are not only helping your community get money from the government, but also the representation it needs. Everyone can and should fill out the census regardless of their immigration status. You don't have to be a citizen in order to be counted, and you will not be asked about your immigration status in the survey. Filling out the census is so easy, you can answer the 10 questions in 10 minutes. You can start by going to my2020census.gov and click Start Questionnaire. You can always go back and edit your responses at any time. You will then be asked to enter a 12-digit ID. This can be found in the census packet that was mailed to you in mid-March. If you don't have it, don't worry. You can provide the address of where you were living on April 1st. You will then be asked some basic information such as your full name and phone number. The next portion of the questionnaire will ask you for information regarding your household, such as the amount of people that were living in the address you provided on April 1st. Then the questionnaire will provide fields for you to enter the names of each person that was living in the address you provided. The next questions want to know if you rent or own your house. Remember, your answers are 100% confidential and protected by federal law. In the next portion, you will provide information of those in your household and their relation to you, including yourself. You will be asked to provide the sex, age, and date of birth. This portion is important because it informs age-related trends and statistics in your community to allocate funds for education and project healthcare needs for the older population and veterans. If you do not know a person's date of birth, leave month, day, and year blank. Then, if possible, enter the person's age as of April 1st, 2020. It is okay to estimate a person's age, but please do not estimate the month, day, or year of birth. The next portion will be about ethnicity. In this survey, ethnicity determines whether a person is of Hispanic origin or not, and is broken out into two categories: Hispanic or Latino, and non-Hispanic or Latino. If your country of origin is not listed, there will be a field for you to enter it at the bottom. This information will be used to promote equal employment opportunities and to address disparities in health, as well as environmental risks that pertain to the community. All answers are completely protected, and they will not be used to enforce immigration laws on you or your family. You will then be asked about the race of everyone in your household, including your own. People may choose more than one response that represents their identity best. This information is important in the research of policies, especially those that pertain to civil rights. If you do not see a race you identify with and is not provided in the list of categories, there is a field for you to enter it. You're almost done. The next question will ask how many people, including yourself, were living or staying in the address you provided. Next, you will be asked to select those in your household who usually live or stay somewhere else other than the address you provided. Then select where they live or stay in the list of provided answers. Be sure to select any and all that apply. If no one in your household lives or stays anywhere else, select none of the above. And that's the end of the questionnaire. You can click Submit Questionnaire if you feel you've answered everything to the best of your knowledge. Remember that once your questionnaire is submitted, you will not be able to access your information or change any of your responses. After you submit your responses and are shown the confirmation page, you may close your web browser. You can also select Edit Questionnaire and go back and edit your answers to make sure you answered everything correctly. And that's it, a simple set of questions. Taking the census is taking power to shape your community and its family's future. The power to help our government follow through with bettering our schools so our children have a proper education, bettering our roads so we can get around more easily, and so much more. It is especially important for communities of color and immigrants to fill out the census and be accurately counted, as they've historically been underrepresented, resulting in a lack of resources and representation that is very much needed. Now is the time to let our government know that we are here. Be counted. Take the census today and help your community thrive.